Hey guys, Tony here, and in this video we're going to take a look at the new announcement from Apple with the all new Apple TV 4K. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, as we dive in and see whether or not the new Apple TV 4K is worth the upgrade, so stay tuned. So Apple announced the all new Apple TV along with the brand new Siri Remote. My first impression is that this is more of an iteration on the current Apple TV 4K, as we do have the A12 Bionic chip, which is no doubt a step up from the A10X Fusion chip, which came to the scene in 2017 in the first version of the Apple TV 4K. So right off the bat we should see some improved performance when scrolling through menus and opening up apps, which will be a welcome improvement. Having the improved A12 Bionic will also help with gaming if that's your thing. In the announcement, it was mentioned that there would be high frame rate HDR support, which may be great for future-proofing your setup, although there isn't a lot of content available at the moment at 120 frames a second, and if your primary purpose for the Apple TV 4K, like me, is for watching movies and TV series, then you really just don't need it, as the true cinematic formats are in 24 frames a second. The new Apple TV 4K will also support Dolby Vision, HDR and Dolby Atmos, but then again, so does the current one. And I find the current Apple TV more than capable of passing through HDR and Dolby Atmos to my receiver, especially the Disney Plus app. It's fantastic watching the Marvel series such as The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It's very watchable, maybe not with the same fidelity as a disc, but very good nonetheless. I was wondering whether or not there would be an Apple TV 8K in this announcement, but personally I think we're still a couple of years away from even needing an 8K streaming device. So why I think that it's an iteration rather than a brand new product is that the form factor looks identical to the current one. I'll need to wait and see what the measurements are on the device to make sure that it isn't different, but it looks the same looking at the stock footage, and we still have the power, HDMI and the Ethernet at the back, and the main changes will be in the A12 Bionic and the high frame rate support for HDR. So another very cool feature that they announced is that if you have the iPhone 12, you can calibrate your Apple TV's output to your television's display by placing it right up against the screen and allowing the smarts inside the Apple TV using the iPhone camera to make some changes to the output. This won't adjust your TV, but rather the output from the Apple TV 4K itself, which, going by the demo video, looks like it could be an improvement. 2 out of 4 of my screens will benefit from this. However, I do have 2 projector screen setups, so sadly I won't be able to take advantage of it on those, as you do need to place it up against the screen. Arguably the best update to this offering is the Siri Remote. Now, I do have a few of these smashed remotes lying around. This was one that I found in the drawer. My kids happened to drop it. Oh, there you go. Proof in point, it's very easy to drop these. So, yeah, my kids dropped this on the hard surface of the tiles and it smashed. I don't know if you can see in the overhead shot, but yeah, it's smashed. And while it still works to its credit, it's not comfortable to use with all of those cracks in it. So the option that you do have is you can buy a silicone cover, which is what I did here. I bought a silicone cover, it was only a few dollars, and yes, it helps, but still, I don't think you should need to buy one. I think the concept for this remote is actually pretty good, and I'm glad that they listened to the community and they brought back the Aluminium remote. So this is one from the original Apple TV that I purchased back in 2010. You can see it's a bit smaller and narrower than the Apple TV 4K. It actually has an optical output, so that's probably something a little bit different, and also USB charge, which the Apple TV 4K doesn't have. It came with the Aluminium remote, and it has the little guide ring around it. Now, you couldn't use it as a touch guide ring, but they used that concept for the new one so that you can use it and you can scrub around to scrub through footage. So if you wanted to go, you know, further up a movie, instead of having to press the arrows and swipe to get there, you can actually just use the ring. So it does resemble this original Aluminium remote, and having a mute button is great, and I like that they decided to add this in. So what do I think about this new announcement, and will I be going to buy one? Well, I think if you're in the market to upgrade your streaming box and want to capitalize on some of the newer features and the punchier performance with the A12 Bionic, this could be the time to do it. Personally, I will most likely buy one for my dedicated home theater so that I can check it out in person and make a video on it. I don't think that I'll be upgrading all of my other 3 spaces just yet, but I will be doing a full review on it as soon as it becomes available, letting you know my thoughts and how it rates compared to this one. What I will also do is probably buy the new Siri Remote to replace all of the current ones that I have on my other Apple TVs. Now, I believe that Apple will be selling them separately for around $60 and you'll be able to use it with the current Apple TV 4K. So the 32GB edition will be selling for $179 and the 64GB version will be available for $199. Check the Apple website for your country to see the prices listed. I will have links in the description so that you can check it out for yourself. So let me know what you think of the new Apple TV 4K announcement and whether or not you think you'll be getting one for your setup. If you found the video helpful, make sure you smash the like button for me and consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoy content like this. You can see some of my other videos in the cards above, but that's it for this one. You'll catch me in the next one. Bye for now.